Fantastic start to their Saturday morning. Hopefully it's as good as ours.
Amen to that.
We're going to be talking fishing, going to be here until 8 o'clock.
Unfortunately, only till 8 o'clock.
That is very unfortunate, but it is true. So lots of stuff to cover today. We are wrapping up what's been a heck of a year. Lots of stuff to talk about. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. As always, your questions, comments, fishing reports, bring them right here. We'd love to hear from you. Our main man, Jason Behringer, on the other side of the wall here. His will be the first voice you hear if you do give us a buzz. Looks like we got a little bit of a breeze out there today.
A little breezy to start the day for sure.
She's blowing.
Yeah, definitely a little breezy today, but it's calming down tomorrow and looking a little better. And Monday looks a little better. Tuesday starts to get a little better. It's kind of, you muddle through most of the first part of the work week, and it looks like it's going to be really nice second half of the work week before we get some blowing action up here on the weekend. Looks like this upcoming weekend is going to get a little turbulent. It's been clocking around a lot. Basically, this weekend, a little pressure ridge is going to fight over the area, so it's a toss-up on what that forecast is going to be. But they are assuming and forecasting that wind is going to be up. So it'll be interesting to see what happens post-Christmas. But we are going to get a little weather window here this work week. So you want to take advantage of that. And the second half of the work week should be pretty good fishing. We're on a quarter moon, the last quarter moon tomorrow. And then we're working our way to a new moon at the end of next weekend. So as we move through this work week, not only will we get that little weather window, but also you're going to have that moon phase increasing. You're going to have water flow increasing. You're going to have a lot more moving bait and good biting fish. Yeah, and, of course, that new moon, near shore and offshore day bite should be strong. Inshore, you're going to have that awesome opportunity with big flushing tides. So should be good fishing second half of this week post-Christmas. Nice little Christmas present. Good chance to break in all your new gear.
The whole time you've been talking about it, I was thinking, boy, everybody's going to really like to hear that. 'Cause a lot of people are off. You get that new rod and reel combo or, new electronics for your boat or new perpetual edge relentless fillet knife, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You get
to
use
break it in.
Yeah, you get some nice weather to use it would be kind of cool. So our weather update brought to you by our good friends at Reese Windows and Doors. As always, they're Florida's leading window and door company, over 50 years in business. They offer free installation, most windows and doors installed in just 6 weeks. They only use in-house installers, no freelance contractors, and all their work comes with a double lifetime warranty. And I love this part. I know you get tired of me saying it, but what does the double warranty mean to you, lifetime warranty? It means that you never pay for warranty work, and when you sell your house, the warranty transfers to the new owners. You don't get that in a lot of deals, so I think that's super cool. Visit reesewindows.com for more information. So as you were talking, and I was thinking Christmas, and we got good weather coming, and everybody gets to play with their new fishing toys and all that stuff. It's got to be cool for you. It's kind of, it is. We ended up having to do our Christmas with the grandkids a little early. My oldest has got some stuff going on, so we weren't going to see her Christmas Day, so we did all that. But it's got to be cool for you because your kids are at that age where, Christmas is big, right?
Christmas is huge. I've been celebrating Christmas since like November 1st, bro. Right. Literally, like Halloween ended, kids went to bed. Next day, let's hang Christmas lights, let's put up a Christmas tree. So I'm ready. It'll be nice to culminate the event here Wednesday. But yeah, it's been fun, and it's really crazy to me because my whole life people are like, oh, well, you're gonna grow up so fast. As you get older, time's gonna fly. It's like, yeah, whatever, man. But dude, it's so true. It's really frustrating that like everybody you were annoyed by your whole life growing up is
correct.
Been completely correct. And now I say that and people are like, oh, just wait, it gets worse. And I hope they're not right because
they probably are.
It is really nuts, man. I blink and it's my son's 5, my daughter's 3. It seems like just yesterday they were just born,
So Emily's a big Christmas person. She likes Christmas.
Oh, she loves the holidays.
Beth does too. Like, we got Christmas.
Don't narrow it down to Christmas, man. Just any holiday.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
She likes holidays.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The decorations, the getting in the spirit, for sure. Yeah. I mean, we are Christmased out for sure.
Yeah, Beth is. She's not crazy about all of them. She doesn't get pulled into all of them, but Christmas she really likes.
Yeah.
She likes Thanksgiving. She likes Christmas, and we are all decorated up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's part of it. It's fun. And with the golf cart riding around the neighborhood, looking at all the Christmas lights is fun. And our neighborhood does this little thing where the people with kids put out stockings. So you drive around and you fill up everybody's stockings and they fill up yours. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
That's
so
cool.
We're in the middle of that chaos right now. But
nice.
Yeah, last night we were riding around till 8 o'clock and kids screaming way past bedtime. It was fun. Christmas joy, baby.
Happiness.
Oh,
happy.
It's overflowing at my house.
How were the trips this week on the big boats? You guys get out?
Fishing's been going really well offshore.
Hogfish bites going ballistic, isn't it?
I would say, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say quite ballistic yet. It gets better.
Okay.
I'm
seeing a lot of pictures posted. I haven't been out there to do it yet, but I'm seeing a lot of really
the nearshore stuff
fish.
is producing, and there's some really big fish mixed in. But as far as like quantity goes, I think they get better. In my opinion, you get these big concentrations, and we'll have these 25, 30, 35 days, and we haven't really seen that yet.
Okay.
So I think it gets better. I'm hoping. I'm holding out hope.
Yeah,
but we've had days where we're catching 15, almost 20 keepers. So we're having really good days overall.
What's the slot
it's
now?
Finicky.
What's the slot?
Man, you're going to have to make me look it up.
Sorry.
I know it's 5 per
Listen,
person. I think it's 14.
You know what?
Fork.
You know what? That makes me very happy. That you don't know either.
It's really hard to remember everything.
It is.
Yeah.
I have the app on my phone for a reason.
Yeah.
The FWC app comes in very handy.
It's always good to keep up to date for sure. But I believe it's 14 to the fork, but I will double check. And it's nice because Fish Rules has the website now, and you can pull it up on your computer as well.
Very cool.
Hogfish. They have been tricky though. Yeah, 14. I was right. I just wanted to double check.
Like it.
So 5 per person, 14 to the fork. That's an important thing to remember. Everybody messes up. So middle of the back fin.
Such a popular fish now, nearshore fish. That
interesting. They have an assessment coming up on hogfish.
Figured they might.
And whenever you hear that, it's never good.
No.
Like for example, Scamp. Let's see if we can get Mike's blood pressure up in the very first segment. Scamp Grouper went through their first ever assessment, and they were found to be not overfished, not undergoing overfishing. So by stock assessment definitions, if you're not overfished, you're not undergoing overfishing. That's a healthy population.
Should be.
But.
I knew there was a but.
But there was concern over recruit numbers, and they're seeing a low recruit to the Scamp fishery. So they've decided to cut the catch limit by about 50 to 60%.
Well,
so we have a healthy fishery that's not overfished, that's not undergoing overfishing. Let's cut that thing in half.
Wow.
Because we're concerned about recruits. And to me,
everything's gone NIL now, right? I mean, there's no more just, Nick Saban sitting down in your living room recruiting your son. Now it's all NIL. It's all about the money.
Okay.
Does that tie in perfectly to our government fisheries?
I think
it's all about the money, baby, and we don't have any to do the.
I don't. You're going into left field on me.
Sorry.
To me, with Scamp, it's frustrating because they're changing the measurement tool. Right? Is we get really down the rabbit hole on like, oh, here's a fishery, let's do science on it. But as we expand the science on it, well, we were wrong about this, let's change this.
Yeah.
So what they did with Scamp is they've changed the measurement tool of the spawning potential ratio, or SPR. It was always historically a 30% SPR. Now they're changing it to a 40% SPR, which is extremely more conservative. Doesn't seem like a big change, but it is. And that's also leading to this big cut. So what we're trying to do, and what I'm trying to do, and what the Refish AP recently voted on, was trying to look at, hey, don't change it. Let's continue with a 30% SPR and see what happens. And hopefully that reduces this haircut that we're supposed to take on Scamp, because it's a healthy fishery.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Okay. Yeah.
So hogfish, they're starting an assessment on hogfish, and that scares me. Luckily, the assessment on hogfish is all done through the state of Florida because it's a state of Florida fishery. So FWC is driving this bus, which makes me a little bit more relaxed. But one concern that I have about hogfish is the amount of hogfish that are caught and released. because we all know to get a 14-inch minimum size hogfish, you got to catch a few small ones, and you're going to release a lot of fish, and they are heuristic. I forget the word, but they live in harems, right? There's one male to about 6 to 7, 8 females. So in order to catch that one male, you're going to have to catch a couple of those females that are going to be undersized, and you have to release them. The way the anatomy of a hogfish is the throat is filled with crushers because they eat crustaceans.
Sure.
So they got to be able to crush those shells.
Okay.
So those crushers in their throat, when you catch a hogfish, they're really susceptible to barotrauma. Even in 50, 60 foot of water, they can have barotrauma symptoms, whereas most fish, you don't see barotrauma until you're past 100 foot.
Right.
Whereas hogfish, they're really susceptible to it. So long story short, when that stomach starts to invert into their throat and they have those crushers, it'll scrape or cut or just make their stomach explode.
Puncture a hole in their stomach.
Yeah, so it's really the catch and release mortality on hogfish is thought to be extremely high compared to other fish. So they're looking at, in this assessment, there's grant money around, and I'm working with some folks to do a cooperative research project and potentially lowering that minimum size limit. I think if you lower the minimum size limit, you reduce the amount of fish that you have to catch and release, so you're going to hopefully reduce the number of discards, which should help the fishery. And then I think a five minimums, or a 5 per person bag limit's a lot, especially with the amount of effort that's exerted on this species, especially now with gags closed. Gags closed, I mean, a lot of nearshore fishermen is really targeted on hogfish. So,
well, and for many, many years,
if you knock down that bag limit a little bit and then reduce the size limit, you're able to go out there and bang out a few 10 or 12-inch hogfish and then come back.
For many, many years, it wasn't even a fish that we targeted hook and line.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's frustrating, like for red snapper, you're only allowed 2 fish, but you got to run 50 miles to get to them.
Right.
Hogfish, you run 9 miles.
Right.
It's no big deal.
Right.
So let's restrict it a little bit, make it easier to go out and get your hogfish and come back.
I've caught keepers inside of 9 miles.
Yeah, you can catch them in the bay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I think it would be interesting to look at. So,
and here's a quick question before we got to go to break here. But so, how receptive are they to those kinds of
very
initiatives? Are they?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. It's all about cooperative research is a beautiful thing. Working with fishermen on the water to ground truth what we already know and what we already see on the water. And FWC is really great about that.
Yeah,
so.
we do like that about the FWC. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. Like I said, lots and lots of stuff to cover today. Hopefully you guys are off to a great start this Saturday morning. Maybe you're doing some last-minute shopping. Dylan and I will tell you guys on the other side what we want for Christmas, and you guys can bring it to the house. All good. Light these phone lines up. Let's talk some fishing. We'll be back, 970 WFLA.
New improved free iHeartRadio app is finally here, just in time for the holidays.
It moves really slow, right?
Yeah.
So we're open to talk about it, like lane snapper. We know there's a problem with lane snapper. It's a healthy fishery. There's too many of them out there, but we're catching them so quick the quota's closing. So let's increase the minimum size limit a little bit, so where people have to throw back some fish. So they're talking about maybe instead of 8 inches, maybe making it 10 inches or 12 inches. And then you have to throw back some fish, so maybe the quota won't close as quick. So we can avoid these closures. So they're open to it. It's just, I've literally been talking about that since 2016.
Trying to figure it out.
And trying to get them to do something on it. So they're open to it, but it just takes a long time.
Dude. Whoa, shit box. Paul Brown. William Keane. Flats Nation. Checking in. Oh. We should catch you a new spot there. I did catch you one, but we won't use that one for some reason.
They don't, Liz won't let you use it in this.
It's up to you. It's your spot. You can use it wherever you want. I don't know why we don't.
Yeah, I don't care. Can you guys hear us okay on the break? On the break, mic's working. I was unsure of my settings.
Test, check. Looks like it's coming in.
Yeah, it looks right.
They'll let us know.
Yeah, pretty sure it's right.
Yeah, they usually let us know. We'll let you know, fool. Oh, Jeffrey Connick, look at that. I haven't heard from Jeff in a long time. He's already on the duck line. Oh, William Keene checking in from Crystal River. Put some drops. Yeah, dry now. Got freaking stitches in
Yeah.
there. Pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's no fun.
I don't know that I'd do it again, I'll tell you that.
That's scary around the eyes, man. Yeah, like you're always worried about getting hit in the head. Doesn't scare me that much, but man, the eyeballs, not good. Fragile things, man. Good thing they're set far back in our skulls.
Right. Protected.
Yeah.
Why would you call me, Jeff?
Because you're on break.
What's up, dude?
Hello.
Hey,
What's going on, Big Mike?
what's going on, buddy? We're on the air.
Sitting here in the duck blind with Craig with a heater going.
Nice.
There's a gun right over here. About to blow up.
Gotta be careful with that guy.
Yeah, man. How you doing, brother?
We're good, man. We're good. Not as good as you guys. We're not hunting ducks, but we're good.
Well, you're nice and warm. Well, we're nice and warm, too. We're just listening to airboats and treating them slow. It's not a bad morning.
No, I guess
You been
not.
out, Mike?
What's that?
You been out duck hunting at all?
I have not. I'm not a big duck hunter. I've never fallen in love with it like a lot of guys do. I love to shoot sporting clays, but I haven't done the duck thing.
Is there a lot of ducks in Tampa Bay now? Have you seen any?
I haven't. I don't think the numbers are great. My guy Josh Johnson, who mates for me, he's been duck hunting some, but doing it all on the lakes. Nothing on the saltwater yet.
Cool.
So
It ain't been record setting over here this year, that's for sure.
it's early yet, though, right?
Not really. I keep comparing it to the 80s and 90s, maybe back when I quit duck hunting.
I hear you. Hey, I'm coming
Coming
back on the air.
There's always an open seat for you in the line over here.
I appreciate it. I may take you up on that. We're coming back. Shingle, metal, tile, or a flat roof. Maybe it's a repair or a replacement. Nobody does it better than Affordable Roofing Systems. They're your safest choice for repairs or replacements. Over 3 decades of roofing experience. Give them a call today, 1-888-397-ROOF for your free estimate, or visit them online at affordableroofingflorida.com. We love those guys over there. D-Hubs had his roof done there. Big Ben, his roof done as well. They do good work. So if you're looking for a roofer, check them out. Phone lines, again, are open, 1-800-969-9352. Let's jump on a call here. One of our all-time, long-time listeners, callers here. Check in with our good friend, William Keene. Willie, how are you, buddy?
Captain, happy holidays.
Thanks, buddy. Back to you. What's going on?
I just wanted to remind anybody that's listening in the background, you probably, if you're listening to this show, you probably have a loved one that you know loves to fish. It's not too late. You can buy a gift card, a Christmas card, and say, I bought a charter from Hubbard's Marina or 1866 Game Fish, and your loved one that likes to fish will love you forever.
Amen.
Happy holidays, guys. Happy New Year. I wish you all the best, and everything that you wish for comes true. Next time you get these words, I hope you're saying them fish on. Thank you for being there.
Thanks, buddy.
Willie. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas, my friend.
William brings up a great point, because if you're a last-minute Christmas shopper like myself, hopefully, yeah, my wife's not listening. But long story short, if you need a last-minute Christmas gift, you can go online and get a gift certificate to a lot of different charters. Most of us use some kind of online booking software. So like at Hubbard's Marina, if you go to our website and you click store and click gift certificates, you can buy a gift certificate, print it out, and you're done. So Christmas morning at 6 a.m., you can print out a gift certificate and give it to someone at 6:15. It's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Yeah, that's the kind of last minute Christmas shopping I live for. So
Right.
if you're like me, it makes it real easy. But a lot of other charter companies too, your favorite one, whatever, they sell online gift certificates. So it makes it real easy. So if you're at home wondering what you're going to get the fisherman or fisherwoman in your life, think about a gift certificate. You don't have to leave the house.
I'll tell you this.
Super easy.
I'll tell you this too. And we talked about this some. There's still a lot of people in the fishing industry reeling from the storms. A lot of guys.
Yeah.
A lot of guys and gals. Charter captains got their tails kicked pretty good. If you know you're going to book a trip and you're going to fish with somebody, your favorite charter captain in June or July, and you can do it if it's possible. Getting that gift certificate ordered now and putting that money in their pocket now, because when those storms came through, that's a busy time of the year for a lot of charter captains. A lot of guys lost a lot of their busy season. You roll into the holidays, things slow down. We get weather, we get fronts. They can't run as much. Just throwing it out there. If you have a favorite charter captain, this is a good time of year and a good year to go ahead and, instead of waiting to pay for that trip, if you have the means, paying it forward and giving that gift certificate bought now for the holidays, buy it for yourself. Hey, Merry Christmas to me. I'm going fishing with my favorite charter captain in June, and you just happen to throw him the cash now because, again, there's a lot of charter captains still getting beat up from what they went through from these storms. So
yeah, our buddy Joseph DePhillips at Real Lucky Charters got obviously hit by the storms, going through all that, loss of business, blah blah blah, like a lot of the industry. Dude, his marina got hit by thieves, and they ripped everything out of his boat.
Nice.
Yesterday. So terrible.
Listen,
salt in the wound.
I truly believe in this time of Christmas that there's a special
be good.
There's a special place. There's a special place way down south for those that steal stuff out of a man's boat.
Yeah.
Or steal a man's boat. There's no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. We're up against the clock here, hoping to hear from you. Questions, comments, fishing reports. Bring them right here, 1-800-969-9352. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. We'll be back.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk. This is News Radio WFLA, Tampa Bay's most trusted voices in news.
Just talking about just salt in the wound with everything that's going on in the world. It's nice being on this side of the table. It's relaxing over here. I find myself just like tuning out. You're doing the read. I'm like, yeah, I'm relaxed over here. There's nothing going on.
I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I can't imagine sitting over there.
Yeah. You guys wonder how Mahoney dreams up these tangents. Your mind really wanders over here.
You'll still never figure that out.
Dude, I have to get it to Mahoney. He's a wild man and all that. But, dude, that car on fire?
Unbelievable.
Who turns a burning car in front of your business into something so positive? I literally was crying laughing. Like, he wasn't even trying to be funny, but just him standing in front of a burned out car.
That's how it happened, too. It literally, like, the thing went down, and the cameras just happened to be there doing social media stuff. He was like, grab the camera.
So he didn't call Cameron. Cameron was already there.
Yeah, they happened to already be there doing stuff in the
That's
store.
hilarious. I wanted to call Cameron and ask how that happened.
That's exactly how it happened. All of a sudden, there's a burning car out front. Mahoney's looking at it and goes, bring the camera. I got an idea.
So if you missed this, Mahoney published this Facebook reel of him standing in front of a burning car talking about, if you're looking for a proper way to rig your boat to prevent fires, because fires on a boat aren't good, come to T.A. Mahoney's. It was pretty funny.
All the holiday deals at Mahoney's
Yeah.
are smoking hot.
So he's doing this very serious plug advertisement for his business, but he keeps tying and making the pun of the car on fire behind him. So it was classic. Comedy gold.
I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Yeah. That was pretty good. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Probably because you're rubbing it.
I'm rubbing it, I'm dabbing it.
Yeah.
I can tell when it gets,
Yeah.
I can't see, it gets fuzzy, then I know something's going on. I would never do it again. Let my wife talk about shit.
Well, it's going to help your vision, dude. It's not like it was superfluous. You did it for a good reason. Try not to move it.
Shit. It's hard not to move it because it's scratchy because of stupid freaking
Yeah.
sutures. I'm gonna have to put some drops in it at the next break.
Do you have some with you?
Yeah. Might have time now. It's time to get- I don't know if I can get it in. All over my face.
Do you want me to help you? That'd be pretty good for the stream.
You're right.
Morning, Jeff. Morning, Bonnie. Morning, Nick. Morning, Mick and Nick. Ooh, summer sausage. Sounds good, Nick. I was talking to Eli yesterday, so would love to get some.
I almost brought you some venison today.
Almost.
I'll get you
Only
some.
works in horseshoes and hand grenades, Mike. Not
I got
venison
plenty.
sausage.
You got some coming, I promise. I got plenty.
I got a log of it yesterday from a guest. It was good. Jose brought me some, Nick. He said that you had it. Was that Eli's? Because it was really good. What?
That Nick Nieves?
Yeah.
The great Nick Nieves?
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine Skyway Fishing Pier,
Yes,
Fishing
sir.
Club.
He's on the streams.
Good dude right there.
Yeah, very.
Good people.
Yeah. What's up, Robert Riggs? He went out and got his first keeper hogfish this week with us.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Dude, speaking of Reese, so I called about getting my front door, so we're still working that out.
Okay.
But my father-in-law got a house and went over there and was checking it out.
Uh-huh.
And the front door is a heavy aluminum, like crazy frame door. And when you lock it, it's got 4 pins, 4 deadbolts that go into the frame. And the frame is framed out with lag bolts. I mean, the DEA couldn't get through that front door. I was like, that's bad to the bone. I want one of these.
Take a picture.
Yeah.
Welcome back, 6:35 here at the iHeart Media Empire. If you are watching on the live stream, we actually had a phone call from a good friend of mine, Captain Jeff Cranick and Captain Blair Wiggins, sitting in a duck blind on the other coast, I think, doing some duck hunting this morning. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's definitely that time of year for sure. Our buddy Travis has disappeared into the duck blinds.
We've had callers before actually call from the duck blind with a report, and then ducks flew over and actually had shotguns going off. It was quite the classic.
America.
So, always good to hear from Captain Jeff Cranick and Captain Blair Wiggins, the Mogan Man, doing many, many great things across the state with our waterways. Let's check in here with Captain Mike Perry. If you want to join us, phone lines are open, 1-800-969-99 9352. Let's go down to Big Pine Key and see what's going on with Cap Mike. Michael, how are you?
Merry Christmas to you two fellas. How y'all doing?
Merry Christmas,
buddy.
Merry Christmas, buddy. What's going on?
We're doing good. The fishing has been spectacular.
Ooh, spectacular is good.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. The snapper fishing just is like somebody split the switch a month ago, and it just
has not
is
stopped.
relentless. It's great.
You got some kind of big northern current going on down there? Because something's going on off our coast, man. I have never in my life seen such a consistent mutton snapper and black grouper bite. We're catching keeper blacks almost every 39-hour trip now.
Really?
Keep black grouper.
Well, I'll tell you.
How much water?
I'll tell you something.
Deep.
Yeah. I'll tell you something, Dylan. I watch, when your boats come in, you do that little live segment with your catch.
Yep.
That last one you did, there was a mutton snapper on the left side of the bench.
Big dog.
That I don't care what part of Florida you were in. That, we talked about this several weeks ago, a quality mutton snapper. I was like, there you go. Now we're getting into tank mutton snapper.
Yeah.
But
we've been catching some good, like 4 to 6 pound muttons, but we're getting some 8, 10s, 12s. That one was close to 14.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like a dozen muttons a trip. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's great.
Beautiful.
It's great.
Beautiful mutton snapper bite. And I don't know if your clients are targeting them with the longer leader. We are able to because there's less of us on the boat, obviously. But
we're not doing the 20-foot leaders. Don't try it.
Yeah, we're doing the 20, 25-foot leaders where you have to hand line them in the last, 20 foot or so. And you could tell the minute you grab that line, that last 20 foot, how big they are.
Oh, yeah.
But no, the fishing, the bill fishing, the sail fishing's been pretty good. We're getting, 1 or 2 to jump a day and land in one of them.
Nice.
Just everything, cobia, permit, you name it. It's the Keys has exploded. Even the inshore guys, the bonefish are working the flats real good, and just a great time to come to the Keys.
Are you seeing a pressure drop? Because like what we noticed in our area is fishing has been incredible, really, since the storms. Now, obviously, the storms stir things up, gets fish moving, gets the fish excited. Behind the storms, generally, the fish feed well anyway. But what I think is also helping is, dude, there's just not that many people out there fishing.
100%.
So there's not a lot of effort. Are you seeing the same thing down there?
Yeah, we're not. Christmas is the time of year. This is the lull before all the northerners really come down. They stay. The people that come to the Keys, the Snowbird Key people, they stay home for Christmas, and then boom, a week after the New Year, boom, it fills up, and it's going to be crazy nuts at all the boat ramps and everything. So I think that's what we're seeing, and the water temperature drop has been perfect. It's dropping. It's not dropping out of the bottom. It's not dropping 10 or 12 degrees or something. Every few degrees turns on something else. You know what I mean? So it's been a really good, consistent bite, and we're finishing up our last charter of the year today, and then we're packing up and headed north and going to spend time with the family and have a great Christmas. And
That's what it's all about.
I hope there's another relentless knife under the tree for me, because I'm tired of blending mine out to the charter. I'm like, guys, just go get one. I said, mention real animals. They'll give you a discount or something. This is mine. Leave mine alone.
They got a great holiday deal going on right now. Now's the time. Yeah. If you want to get a relentless perpetual edge knife, they've got a killer deal going on now. So relentlessknivesusa.com. You should check it out.
Yeah.
They are wheeling and dealing for the holidays.
If you are a charter captain who has a mate, an offshore mate, and you always used to make your mate clean the fish because you hated it, the relentless knife will save time, and therefore the captain can turn around and clean fish, and you make the mate clean the boat.
There you go.
Nice.
That's my 2 cents.
There you go. Well, Merry Christmas, my friend. Good to hear from you, and we appreciate all your input throughout the year. You and your family have a safe Christmas, a Happy New Year, all that good stuff, and we look forward to chatting with you in the new year, buddy.
See you, Mike.
We will. Take care, tight lines. God bless. And folks, remember, take a trip somewhere in Florida. Don't go spending your money elsewhere. come to the Keys, go to the East Coast, go to Tampa Bay and Hubbard's Marina. Do something, but keep the money here in the States.
There's so many great
Sell
places.
it, brother.
in Florida.
Nice job, Mike. There
So
really
many
is.
great places.
Oh, there is. Beth
Like
and
you
I-
go to Destin, it's a different country. If you
St.
go up to
Augustine.
St. Augustine,
Beth and I have been talking about St.
Jacksonville,
Augustine. I've been
Indian
there
River
fishing
Lagoon.
many times, but Beth hasn't been there yet. I want to get her out
I mean, I don't recommend Miami, but it's cool to see once. But the Keys this
there. Miami
year.
Boat Show in February.
Oh, the beautiful thing this year is a lot of those meetings, like the Gulf Council, almost historically always had the June Florida Council meeting in the Keys, but they've kind of transitioned away from that in the last couple of years. Well, they're going back. So this June, the Gulf Council meeting will be in Key West.
Oh, it's
and then
tough to be Dylan.
this year, the Marine Recreational Education Program Steering Committee is talking about Key West. And so things are aligning in my life right now.
You and our good friend Mike Dixon will be together in the Florida Keys.
Dude, I was just with Mike. I have to show you a video, by the way.
We have video. Of Mike
We have a
Dixon.
video from Puerto Rico.
Coolers, nice. Oh,
Yeah,
Puerto Rico.
it was really fun.
Puerto Rico, Mike.
Yeah, it was a great time. Yeah, spent 2 days with the guy.
Oh, well, yeah.
love
You
Mike.
can't be holding out on that stuff.
Yeah, I
need to get
forgot.
down
I'm
to
glad you
meeting him.
reminded me.
Yeah, we'll be sending him a note that I saw some videos. That's great. Let's go to the phones here. Check in with our good friend Richard on the South Shore. Richard, Merry Christmas. How are you, my friend?
Still at large.
I'm stealing that one. I like
Yeah,
that.
that is good. That's good.
I'm not much of a Christmas tree person. As a matter of fact, one year somebody said, "You're going to put your boat in the Christmas parade." And I told them, "Well, if I do, I'll just set it on fire and stay with it as long as I can." That's all.
Beautiful.
Attaboy.
But I had a question for Dylan. When he was talking about hogfish earlier, he used the term which I either didn't hear him explain or I'm not familiar with in that context of recruitment. What does recruitment mean in that sense? When you were talking about they were looking at the numbers, but they were worried about the recruitment.
So that was in reference to scamp, not to hogfish, but I apologize not explaining that better. So in the scamp assessment, they found the fishery not overfished, not undergoing overfishing. So by assessment standards, if it's not overfished, it's not undergoing overfishery, the biomass, the fishery is healthy. However, they were concerned with recruitment, and the lowering trend in recruitment is why they're trying to propose cutting the scamp.
What does recruitment mean?
Yes.
Come on. Let's go.
All right. Recruitment means basically baby scamp. So you have it's called an age and growth composition table, and they look at the age and growth composition of the biomass. And when you have a lot of older fish, they have the potential to spawn because there's a lot of sexually mature fish. But if you don't have a lot of younger fish, that means you're not getting good recruitment. So if you don't have a lot of age 0, a lot of age 1, age 2 fish, they're worried about the future of the fishery because you don't have a lot of babies. You have a lot of teenagers and adults, but no babies. That's a concern. So recruits is basically
Well,
new
how do they
recruits,
how do
young
they
fish.
how do they
A
pull those?
CMAP trawl survey is
Okay,
how
so
they
they
do
trawl it.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they have white ships out there and they trawl these special nets and they get those phytoplankton. I think they call them year zeros, which is like essentially microscopic fish. And they take this trawl net and they scoop up all this phytoplankton and they sit there with microscopes and they can tell this is a scamp, this is a red snapper. It's pretty
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, that is.
So fisheries
So,
independent science is actually really good. A lot of people have doubts and get angry about data. That is fisheries dependent data where they guess at, they make educated guesses at what we're catching, what we're landing, all that. There's a lot of problems in fisheries dependent data. Fisheries independent data is where it's just scientists out there collecting data. And that stuff is the golden science.
I've met a lot of those people through the
Smart people.
through the
FWRI.
FWRI over there, and when I had the opportunity to meet those people, they seem to be really, really, really into it.
Overeducated, overqualified, and underpaid.
100%. And I mean, they absolutely love what they do. It was really an interesting day for me.
Very passionate.
I was a big fan of spending time with those people because they were just knee deep in it, man.
One of my favorite parts of the Marine Recreational Education Program is that tour that they do through that lab.
Yeah, I get
It's really cool.
I did that. I got to go on a tour
Yeah.
before they threw me out.
Before you left.
I vacated the premises.
You get brought up at
the
almost
cops
every
got
meeting.
there.
It's beautiful.
It's good. Your partner, your friend.
I know it.
Richard,
It does. They do bring that point up too, bud.
It's good. You need a little dirt on you, son.
Yeah.
You can't be too clean. People will worry about you if you don't have a little, shady friend. Here and there.
Exactly. That's what I keep Anderson and Mahoney around for. It's beautiful. It rounds things out.
And I have Richard on the South Shore to keep me in line. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hopefully we answered your question there, Richard.
Yeah. So what I'm getting from it is basically a ratio of younger fish to older fish.
Yep.
Okay.
Recruits are
don't
new
worry
fish,
about Dylan.
new babies.
From the trail he's headed down with you guys, you'll have plenty of dirt on him before it's over.
We're working on it, brother. Have a great holiday season, my friend. We look forward to talking to you in the new year. You always add great stuff to the show, so we do appreciate you, Richard. You and
Watch
your
out
family
for
have
those
a good one.
manatees, buddy.
I got him.
Be good, my friend. Good to hear your voice.
See ya.
See you, buddy. Yeah, my favorite calls is when he calls into Sunday and sets you guys straight. It's so funny.
He likes to get us
The whole
straight.
manatee conversation was hilarious.
He keeps us on the straight and narrow. There's
Yeah,
no
he
doubt.
does.
Which
Good
we need.
dude.
Yeah, we need that.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
100%.
Yeah.
You got to have balance.
Exactly.
You got to have balance in life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, a great question about recruiting, though. I mean, it's the opposite problem that they saw with gags, right? So with gags, they were worried about the male to female ratio and the low number of sexually mature males in the gag grouper population. So it's every fishery has a different bugaboo that they like to introduce and kind of puts the fly in the ointment, if you will. And I'm just hoping that we get through this hogfish assessment without too many flies in the ointment. Or none, hopefully.
I hear you, brother. Yeah. Put a shout out here quick before we go to break to our good friends at Ace Heating and Cooling. For over 20 years now, Ace Heating and Cooling has been a name that you can trust in the heating and air conditioning business here in Hillsborough County. Chris Myers and his guys service all brands. They do residential, commercial repairs, maintenance, and full replacements. They only send out technicians, not salespeople. They're not trying to sell you anything you don't need. They want long-lasting relationships that hold up over time. Give them a call today at 813-657-8818 or look them up online at brandonac.net. Find out for yourself why Ace Heating and Cooling is the easy choice for the Real Animals fishing team. And
Fishy
just
cat.
speaking of Chris Myers, he sent me
A photo.
a video of him running on the water, which is just not really called for.
In his super shallow skiff.
Yes.
Nice.
He's just buzzing around the bay and thought he'd taunt us with the fact that we're inside and he's out.
Oh, he just sent it to you right now.
Fishing, yes. I got that this morning.
Brutal.
Yeah, that was nice. Nice shot.
That's good.
Chris
Good for him.
Myers. Yeah, he's a good guy.
He's a purist.
He is.
He likes his artificial baits.
He's an antagonistic. I like artificial
Yeah.
baits. I get
Yeah.
that. I understand it. It's hard. I always wish I would have driven my business in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the C.A. Richardson, Jeff Page
It's
did
hard.
it for a long time.
That's a niche market,
Well,
man.
it wasn't. Well, fishing is niche. Period.
Fishing is niche already, but you're going to be artificial only. That's even.
There's only like
more
3 people in the whole Bay Area that fish.
That's like saying I'm going to start a fly fishing charter in Tampa Bay. There's like 2 guys, really one that does it successfully that I know of.
Oh, there's more than that.
Really, that do fly fishing only?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's more than that.
Oh, maybe I'm just.
There's more than that. And you're right. Well,
ill-informed.
When you got to remember that when I started this.
How many fly fishing? Now I'm sorry, I gotta stop. How many fly fishing guides are there in Tampa Bay?
Well, I don't know off the top of my head, but I know a couple that I send trips to.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
More than a half dozen?
Oh, for sure. Now they may not. The fly guys may not be full time.
Yeah, I'm talking about like purists that fly fish only.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've got a guy that I send a lot of stuff to.
Dustin.
Secret squirrel fly fishing.
Dustin Pack?
No, but Dustin's another one.
Yeah.
He's a really good one too.
Man, all right.
Yeah,
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, yeah, there's and again, there isn't 100 of them.
Yeah.
I don't think, but it's
That's
more
a
than,
hard
it's more than
business,
5.
man.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And like the artificial only inshore charters.
Most of that's gone
There's
away.
not that many of those either.
Ray Markham's the only guy I know that is still that I know of that's still grinding on that side of it, and he does an amazing job. Jeff Page was in that boat for a long time and did it as well as anyone I've ever known. He just, and at some point, the amount of pressure that this fishery was under, it got tougher. That's why C.A. Richardson moved north. That's why he already wants to move out of Crystal River and go further north.
Yeah.
Because even Crystal River is getting tougher and tougher for them to catch fish on artificial.
Yeah.
Well, you keep sticking them fish in the face with a hook, pretty soon they smarten up a little bit. It's just how it works. That's why the Cajuns and Louisiana boys don't like you.
Even us rednecks can learn.
Yeah, they don't like you releasing fish.
Yeah.
Once they get dumb once. That's it. They don't get to be dumb twice.
They don't want them going back and teaching their friends.
Exactly. Hey, that little shiny thing with the hook in it, don't eat it. So, yeah, we're up against the clock here. Phone lines are open, 1-800-969-9352. Light them up. We'll be back. You're just sitting one, too. Barkley Daniels. What's his name?
Barkley Daniels. I've heard of that name before.
Yeah, secret squirrel fly fishing. He's been on the show before. I don't know Dustin, but I know CA's done some stuff.
I know Dustin through Tampa Bay Waterkeepers. He's on the board of that. He's a good dude.
Yeah, good fisherman too, I think.
He was on our show. I had Dustin on the show back when we were in the old studio.
With me?
No, you weren't there.
Yeah,
he was one of my guests one day.
I don't think I know the name for sure. I just don't think I met him.
Yeah.
Is that an iced coffee or a Coke?
That is a cold brew coffee with espresso. High octane, baby. Normally I make them at home, but Saturdays I like to treat myself. Yeah, the lady at Dunkin' Donuts says happy Saturday to me. Because she sees me every Saturday morning. And it's the only time I go that way.
All righty.
But the secret is the espresso.
Hey, at one of these breaks, maybe not the one at the top of the hour, but maybe the one there at 20 after or so, I need to cut a spot.
I bet we could do this in 30 seconds.
Probably.
Innovative Pools and Spa brings you over 35 years of experience building pools and spas in the Tampa Bay area. They're continuing the legacy of their father's company, which was recognized as a top pool builder in the Tampa Bay area for 35 years. Plus, they're continuing to raise the bar in pool construction design features. They have an unparalleled passion for the industry, and call them today at 727-788-1650 or visit them online at innovativepoolsandspa.net for an estimate. See why Innovative Pools and Spas are the top choice for families in our community. 31 seconds. So if you just take out that one sentence, that'll be it. Got it.
Yeah, you can do it whenever you want. If you want to do it, you can put it in. We can put it in for start out the first of the year. It's up to you.
Okay. You want me to cut that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's better. That's probably the problem with the fucking Sunday show.
Yeah.
The fucking Carls don't do any commercials, and every one of them is my voice.
I got you.
You know? Mahoney doesn't do any. Then does two. Tampa Bay Sporting Quiz and Mahoney.
Mike asked, Barracuda. I've had customers ask if Barracudas, grunts, and remoras are good to eat. I just want to know what I should tell my customers. Grunts, if you're talking about like the Key West grunts, are amazing. Highly recommend. Remora, don't recommend. Barracuda, I wouldn't recommend eating, but you can eat the small ones.
I hear that too. But
I've had it before. It's not bad. It was pretty good.
most stuff, if you prepare it right, I mean.
Yeah. Don't eat the big barracudas because
lionfish is delicious.
Lionfish is amazing.
It's amazing. It's delicious. If there was a commercial take on it, we'd have them bitches out of it.
There is a commercial take on it. I mean, anybody can go out and harvest them. You don't need a commercial license to actually sell them.
But if there was a commercial market, if there was more of a demand.
It's like hogfish.
Yeah.
Because the problem is you have to spearfish them. And it makes it hard to commercially.
That's the only way you can commercially take them.
Yeah, because you can't hook and line them efficiently. You got to swim down there and shoot them in the head. And in order to do that effectively, hard.
The old headshot.
Yeah.
Innovative Pools and Spas, one of our new sponsors, one of our new partners that joined us here in 2024. They bring over 35 years of experience building pools in the Bay Area. They're continuing the legacy of their father's company, which is recognized as a top pool builder in the Tampa Bay area for 35 years now. That's crazy. Plus, they're continuing to raise the bar on pool construction, design, and features. They have an unparalleled passion for the industry, along with a deep-rooted commitment to the community, an unwavering dedication to excellence, driving them to uphold to the highest standards in pool construction and integrity. I have a pool in my backyard, and you want the right person to put your pool in. If you have your whole backyard tore up, you've been dreaming about that pool, that backyard oasis that you get to enjoy with your family, and the wrong company does it, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. These guys have been doing it at the highest level for over 35 years now. Call them today at 727-788-1650 or visit them online at innovativepoolsandspa.net for your free estimate. See why Innovative Pools and Spa is the top choice for families in our community. Good people over there, so
Fishy
make
cats.
sure you check them out. Fishy cats. I like that. Fishy cats. You like it too because you say it a lot.
Yep, I do. It's pretty funny.
Fishy cats. I like fishy cats. It's all good. All good stuff, man.
And fishing is going really well.
Fishing is going well.
Yeah. Inshore, nearshore, offshore, doesn't matter.
That's pretty hot.
Right now, the bite is hot.
Well, and like you said, we're rolling up on that new moon, which is going to be nice. Got a lot of people off for the holidays. Going to have a new moon mixed in right there. You got those some really good moving water when it moves, and you're going to have some big lows on the backside of that new moon. Forces a lot of fish into those canals, into the potholes. And if you get decent weather between some fronts here on that new moon, the bite could be absolutely incredible.
It's all about timing your trips around the weather right now. If you get that nice little weather window, the fish know it, we know it, everybody cooperates together, and makes it successful.
Beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Beautiful thing. It's just such a niche thing. Fishing.
It was interesting. I don't know if I've told you this, but we were talking about it last week in the Sunday night show. I went to this recreational fisheries summit, this like national recreational fishing summit, and ASA was talking about like the composition of anglers, and like out of all anglers, 70% or more, like 70 to 80%, only fish freshwater. So saltwater fishing is niche in and of itself. And then inshore-wise, of those 20, 30% that actually do fish saltwater, a majority of those, something like 60% or 70% of those left, mostly fish either shore-based or from a like paddle craft or a very small boat. To fish from a bigger boat, even inshore, is a small percentage. And then those who actually make it offshore beyond 20 miles is like less than 1% of the number of anglers.
This is the number one bay boat market in the country. Mm-hmm. Fishing is not niche. If you're that clueless.
Not here in Tampa Bay,
right?
But as a
other
country.
parts of the country. We're up against the break. Phone lines are open 1-800-969-9352. Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show.
The preceding program was paid for by Real Animals Fishing.
Yeah, it's not niche in Tampa Bay. But it's interesting to think about.
It's the number one participation sport in the country. It's not niche anywhere. Golf is fucking niche. And it's all over fucking TV.
Yeah.
We're the number one participation sport in the country. Just because you fags can't figure out how to fucking sell it because you're too fucking stupid, that's on you. Give me a fucking call when your dumbass fucking weekend show gets a fucking title sponsor, niche bitch. Cocksucker. How about your fucking sorry ass fucking radio shows, motherfucker? How about that?
Well, we're gonna have to turn off the brake mics.
Sorry about that. Did I say that out loud?
Tell us how you really feel.
No, we're live.
It is not Sunday, Mike.
Whatever.
Niche bitch. So who are buying all those 40-foot center consoles with 44 motors? You make a great point. What I was saying is, as a angler universe, right? The fishing industry in Florida is like an $8 billion industry. They actually released the tourism numbers for the Pinellas County. I was at the TDC meeting, and Pinellas County alone, tourism constituted an $11.2 billion economic impact. There was like $15.4 million in direct tourism first level spending.
Wow.
Yeah. Increased again. So.
That's crazy. Even with hurricanes.
Yeah. Yeah, the hurricanes had the numbers suppressed a little bit. The overall tourism development tax collection was down like 3%, but room nights was up and direct spending was up. So actually, overall, I guess the number of nights or the number of visitors was like 3% down. So there was a little dip, but they spent more. So people stayed here longer and spent more money while they were here. It's pretty interesting. Someone said, "Here comes the pen."
You know the saying, the pen is mightier than the sword. You see the sword coming. Pen, you can sneak up on them.
Do you have any live crabs? We have stone crabs, which are already cooked, but we don't have any live crabs. So our seafood market sells crabs, lobster, shrimp, and fish. And hot sauce. We got this hot sauce. It's made, it's called Little Pepper Plants, or maybe Little Pepper Pants. I forget the name of the company, but it's out of St. Pete, Florida. Local company. Guy just approached us at Don's Dock about his hot sauce. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll try it. Dude.
Really?
It's so good. It's so good. And we're selling it really fast at Don's Dock.
Are you guys catching all this? Like it's
I bought a whole
Christmas,
case.
and I don't have one.
I bought a whole case for myself.
It's the holidays.
You know, I almost brought it.
It would have been
I almost brought it. Like you almost brought the venison sausage, so.
Touche. Touche. Well played, my friend. Well played.
You walked right into that.
Sure did.
Yeah, it's they have this one. It's called habanero. It's the first ingredient is mango, so it's like a mango, and then there's honey and mustard and habanero. So it's like a mango, honey, mustard, habanero hot sauce. It's fire, dude. Yeah, and that one I'm obsessed with. I've ordered a whole case of it for myself personally.
I need you to write that down for me.
No, I'll bring you some bottles.
Yeah, I'd like to try it.
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm all over that.
Yeah.
Wow.
The guy, he's starting a new company too. He might come on as a partner now that we have open places.
Yeah, we could sell that.
It's good, bro.
Sell it through the website.
Yeah, yeah. We have it at Don's Dock, but I wanted to put it on our website so we could sell it through the website. It's that good. I'm fully endorsing this product.
Let's do it. I love hot sauce.
Yeah.
Love it.
All right, I'll bring you some.
Yeah.
I have to write that down.
We'll blow that up. We'll go global with that scene, buddy.
Yeah, he has a couple different flavors. He has one in this little crystal skull. It's spicy. It's really good. But the habanero one, it's just like got a great flavor.
I like
it's
the
not
name
crazy.
habanero. That's a cool name. I like a little sweet heat, and I like spicy mustard.
Yeah, it's good. You know, I could mail you something. That would be better.
No. Just bring it when we start the show.
All right.
That's fine. I'm going to be gone anyway.
How long are you going to be gone for?
We're going to leave Christmas Day, go up to Blue Ridge for a couple of days, and I come home like New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're going to come home New Year's Day, and then right there somewhere I'll fumble out of town and go back up for my last week of deer camp, and then deer season will be over, and then I'm going to be...
So you got 2 does and a buck? What do you have left on the lease? Just doe tags?
Yeah, I can shoot whatever I want for does. I can shoot as many as I want. And I actually, in the state of Georgia, I can take another buck.
You just can't do it
if
on
we
the
hunt
lease.
it. Yeah, not technically. Technically.
Has Ben filled his?
No, not that I know of. I don't know what's going on there. He hasn't been communicating with me here lately. I'm not sure what happened there.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard of Phrase Donuts? Have you ever heard of Phrase Donuts?
Phrase Donuts? Yeah. It's really good.
That's just happened.
Phrase is awesome. It's like a Pinellas County institution.
Welcome back, 707 here at the iHeartMedia Empire, rolling into the second and final hour of our show. Again, hope everyone is off to a fantastic start this Saturday morning. A little breezy out there for sure. So,
And cold.
Yeah, and cold. If you're headed for the water, make sure you are staying a little bit inshore. I think it's a little breezy for a crazy run, personally. But
A little bit.
unless you're in a big boat. Big boats are cool. But,
a little breezy and a little cold.
Yeah. Phone
But
lines
it'll warm up fast.
Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. Let's go to the phones. Let's get our safe boating tip of the week in here. Our good friend, Coast Guard Auxiliary Captain Extraordinaire, Captain Jim Fogel. Jimmy, how are you, buddy?
Hey, great, guys. Good. Yeah, just a little nippy out there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, wanted to remind everybody that, lots of parties going on this time of year. Of course, sometimes there are adult beverages involved, and then all of a sudden everybody gets a wild hair to go caroling on the water. Well, that's actually a lot of fun, but let's make sure
That sounds awesome.
whoever's running the boat is straight up and not imbibing. Alcohol contributes to approximately a third of the boating accidents that we have. And it really does, there's a lot of skills involved in operating a boat, especially at night, especially with a boatload of people. So please make sure that if you guys decide to do that, that the driver is not imbibing in any alcohol at all. It just takes too much out of your system. It takes too much of your vision and balance and coordination and judgment away when you don't need it, especially at night.
I've said for years, split second on the water, and everything changes. You drive across the Skyway Bridge, you drive across the Courtney Campbell, whatever. If you're on the beach and you're looking at what a beautiful place we live in, that split second of too many cocktails on the water, whatever it is, can change your life forever. You'll never look at this beautiful place the same again if you're out there and, God forbid, you kill someone that you don't know or someone you love on your boat because of, just being drunk on the water. There's just no room for it.
Yeah. Amen.
Yeah. And, there's a fair amount of research that shows that it only takes about a third of the amount of alcohol to make a boater intoxicated on the water.
Yeah.
Because of all the other stressors going on when you're running a boat. So
And
please
the sun.
let's Yep. So let's stay dry when we're running the boat. When we get back home, we can do whatever we want to do, unless we're going to drive a car, of course. So for the Coast Guard Auxiliary in St. Pete, we want you guys to have a great, safe holiday and get back with us again next year and not have anything nasty to report or any trips in a helicopter.
Amen to that. Jim, I do have to tell you, it got a little foggy this past week. I woke up and I walked out to the truck. It was foggy. I was like, what would Jim Fogel do? Immediately thought of you when it was foggy out. It was funny.
Well, good. All right.
Safety Jim.
All
We
right.
love it. We love it. We appreciate all you do for us all year long, my friend. You and
Yes,
your
sir.
beautiful bride, Ruth, there. Have a great and happy and safe holiday season. We appreciate you more than you know, my brother.
Back at you guys. Talk to you next year.
Sounds,
buddy.
Love you guys all.
All right, partner. Be safe,
Out.
pal. All right, buddy.
No.
Good dude right there.
Yeah, thankfully it was only foggy one day.
Yeah, but it was really foggy that day.
Really?
Yeah.
And it lasted all day.
Souped in, yeah.
Kinda, it moved out, then it moved back in. It was
Souped
weird.
in, kind of heavy. Let's check in with our good friend Donald in Lutz. Donald, how are you this morning?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing great. Hope all is well with you guys. Captain Jim Fogel's correct about the drinking. When I had my boats, I would let my buddies, have a few beers. I never did, of course, because I want to get back to the dock safe. And you're right, absolutely. If, God forbid something did happen, it was my fault. It's like, how terrible, you would feel. And so, absolutely.
Amen.
Tough to live without the rest of your life, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So always something to think about.
Yep, absolutely. I hope that guy that hit me back in 1991 when he was drunk and I was in the hospital and all the surgeries I had, and I hope he still feels bad about it to this day. But you never know.
No, you don't know. That's true.
You
True
don't.
that.
So anyway, last Saturday I had my Dawson outing, and we had a memorial service for Neil Taylor, and I gave away a bunch of probably about $500 worth of fishing stuff that Neil had given me because he wanted me to take over the Captain Mel tournament, me and Brian Pershing, and then COVID happened, and so that never came, and so it's like I wasn't going to keep any of that fishing stuff. So I just, brought it out there, set up a table, and whoever wanted what, and the rest was donated to a fishing club, another fishing club that is involved in charity. So whoever didn't take, whatever, that went to that. So I was glad to see that go. I had a bunch of Miradines. I don't know, over $500 worth of baits. It had to be at least. I also had some Neil had put out some books too that he had written, and he had autographed them for me to give them out to the winners or whoever wanted them. So I brought those as well. So I still have all his books that I bought from him. He gave me a couple and autographed them all. So
you're a good
dude.
You're a good man, Donald.
Mm-hmm.
You're a good man. Listen,
sounds like a good time.
We had a great time, and I grilled for everybody, so it was fun.
You and your family have a happy and safe holiday season, brother. It's always good to hear your voice. We appreciate you.
Absolutely, too. Hey, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You take care, stay safe, and the good Lord willing and the creek don't rise, we'll be here next year.
Amen, brother. Amen to that. All right, my friend. Be good. We'll talk soon.
All right, you guys take care. Stay safe.
See you, buddy.
See you guys. Take care.
Somebody just said on the stream, that's the great part of fishing with Hubbard's Marina is there's a hotel right there, so you can get drunk on the boat, and you don't even have to leave.
That is one of the single great. I remember the first time I got on the Hubbard's boat, and the whole thing kind of came together, like breakfast sandwich, and then somebody slid open a cooler, and it was full of beer.
Yeah,
and I'm like, hold on a minute.
The single greatest thing
Get a breakfast sandwich?
is to watch the sunrise while you're eating a bacon-loaded breakfast sandwich and popping a cold beer.
Seriously.
It is a beautiful thing.
That's
God's gift
that's
right
magical.
there.
Yeah, that's magical stuff.
And then a cheeseburger during the day.
If you don't hear, when that happens, if you don't hear angels singing, something's wrong with you.
And on the 39 hour, they do like a 3-course country breakfast. So it's not only like breakfast sandwich is an option, but you're eating like pancakes and eggs and bacon.
Come on.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the biscuits and gravy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Biscuits and gravy are pretty good. Wait till you have them 100 miles offshore after you've been fishing for 8 hours.
Listen, I've I don't know how many people have panned it, but I know that it's been running for years. It is the best cheeseburger on the Gulf. It's the best cheeseburger on the Gulf.
Best food for miles, guaranteed.
Right. Pretty spectacular. When did that all start? When did you guys start with the food on the boats? Do you know?
No, I don't. I wouldn't know the exact year, but I know we started our long-range trips in 1967 was when we got the Go Fast long-range trips going, and we've been doing them since the 60s, so I would imagine they probably had galleys on the boat back then.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, originally when we started, we wouldn't have had a galley. I mean, we started with rowboats and cane poles, right? So it was probably in the 60s, I would guess.
Do you have any of those old poles around?
We have a lot of split bamboo and there's a rod and reel area at the back of the shop, and there's some rods on the ceiling, and there's some split bamboo stuff. I have a lot of the historical stuff in my house too, like the nicer stuff's in my office at home.
Nice.
But yeah, I have some of the historical stuff. Bass Pro has a lot of the cool stuff up on the walls as well. They
Hubbard stuff?
No, just like old school.
Yeah, I have some too at the house, but I just wondered about
the historical
the ones maybe that your grandfather used.
No, I don't have any of that. No.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
None of the family history. No, unfortunately.
I have a couple of my grandfather's rods and reels that he used to bring down to Florida and fish with.
Really?
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I got a couple of them up on my on the office wall.
What we're talking about now is our 100-year anniversary is coming up in 2028. So we're planning on how we're going to celebrate, how we're going to execute that, and the planning behind that. One of the discussions we're having is an author approached us, a research author, about doing a book. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, it'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Memorialize the family history.
Hey, listen, your family's earned it, buddy.
Yeah, it'd be interesting just to see the research that he comes up with.
I would love to just read the memoirs of whoever sat down and interviewed your father.
Me too.
That would be some interesting reading right there, buddy.
Yeah.
He's a dandy.
He's got a lot of stories.
Yeah, hopefully he's listening because he knows I love him.
He was earlier.
He knows I love him. So, but that would be some interesting stuff. Your dad has seen some stuff, man. He's a cool cat. We had a lot of fun doing shows together here for many years. So that would be interesting. I would pay for that. I would pay for that. I want the unedited version.
Yeah, right.
I want the dirt.
There's going to be, I'm sure, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what he turns. I myself don't have a clear picture of the family history. You hear so many different things, right?
Sure.
So it'll be interesting to see how that project plays out.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
2028, 100 years.
That's great, though.
Yeah.
What a cool number, just getting to 100 years in business. That's
and what's
awesome.
cool is like our area is coming to that point, right? So as a part of the TDC and the Tourist Development Council, we're going through all these different marketing strategies that Visit St. Pete Clearwater is using. And this year was the 100-year anniversary of the Shuffleboard, the St. Pete Shuffle. If you haven't been there, it's a really cool place. You can literally back your truck up with a cooler of beer and like party and play shuffleboard. And playing shuffleboard sounds kind of lame. It did to me at first. But I went there. It was a lot of fun.
Was it?
Like Friday nights, it was like a party there.
I'm going to have to just
turn
take
up the
your
music.
word for it. Because let's just put it on the record. Had that been something I said, you'd have been all over me.
Oh, 100%.
Just so you know.
100%.
I want points because I'm not attacking you right now that you just said shuffleboard's a blast.
You go there on a Friday night, and I guarantee you will become a shuffleboard enthusiast. It's fun, dude. Music's cranked. Everybody's having a good time. It's a party. So that was this year's celebration. Next year is 100 years of the Vinoy. The Vinoy is coming up on 100 years next year.
Okay.
Yeah, so like all these big long-term businesses in Pinellas County are reaching their 100-year milestones now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
Columbia did what? I think 2005, 1905 was the year they started.
I think so,
yeah, so that's one of the oldest institutions in the Tampa Bay area. Yeah. So now Pinellas County's getting there.
It's a great salad.
1905 salad.
So, yeah.
Amen.
It's a great salad. No doubt about it. Good stuff. And we're up against the clock, but we're going to have Our good friend Captain Scott Moore join us on the other side. Remember, shingle, metal, tile, or flat roofs. If you need a repair or replacement, nobody in the business does it better than Affordable Roofing Systems. 1-888-397-ROOF for your free estimate. Visit them online at AffordableRoofingFlorida.com. We'll be back. The Bartow Ford Real Animals Radio Show. Don't touch that dial and light them up. 1-800-969-9352. We'll be back.
The new and improved free iHeartRadio.
My father-in-law had like a business corporate event there. So they had like no, it wasn't my father-in-law. Maybe it was my wife's school. I don't remember what it was, but they had some sort of fundraising tournament there. So we had to go to this fundraising tournament. My wife's like, oh, we got to go play shuffleboard on Saturday for this fundraiser. I was like, this sounds lame. We got there, dude. We were so into it. By the end of the tournament, we're all, dude, we won. We won.
We won.
Yeah, it was fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, that place is cool, man.
That's good stuff.
Yeah. The fact that you can pull up with a cooler. Oh, you're doing your spot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. For more than 40 years, South Seas Island Resort down on Captiva has been an angler's paradise with first-class backwater, offshore, and deep-sea fishing opportunities to catch tarpon, snook, grouper, snapper, and much more. You can dock your boat at their marina and enjoy the resort's 2.5 miles of white sand beaches and countless amenities during your vacation, or charter a half or full-day fishing excursion with one of their world-class guides. Call 866-565-5089 or visit southseas.com today for more information on your
You said board anyway.
What did I say?
Board, not boat.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Let me start from the top. You got time? For more than 40 years, South Seas Island Resort down on Captiva has been an angler's paradise with first-class backwater, offshore, and deep-sea fishing opportunities to catch tarpon, snook, grouper, snapper, and much more. You can dock your boat at their marina and enjoy the resort's 2.5 miles of white sand beaches and countless amenities during your vacation, or charter a half or full-day fishing charter with one of their world-class guides. Call 866-565-5089 or visit southseas.com today for more information on booking your stay at this amazing Florida resort destination. It goes to Liz. Thank you. Just check it and make sure you like it. If not, I'll cut another one. Thank you, sir. Do you want to do yours?
Do we have time now?
No, but I can let him know. We can do it for next break.
Sure.
Hey, Dylan's going to do one at the next break, too, that we'll send to Liz as well.
You have a pen?
I do.
I have one in my bag. No, I
do too in my bag somewhere, I think. Yep. Hey, when you send that one to Liz, will you let him know that that goes on the Sunday show? That's for the DAE show, not for the FLA show. Yeah, it looks like, I don't know if the plantation on Crystal River will ever come back around.
Yeah, I heard they got hammered pretty good.
Bad. And it doesn't look like the ownership had everything in place they needed to protect them. So, hopefully they get it figured out. It's really cool. Oh, God, I can't wait to get back in the gym.
Yeah, that would be a nightmare.
Oh, it's terrible. Just terrible. Well, I had the cold. I
Yeah.
was sick for 9 or 10 days, and then I had this thing.
God.
Yeah.
So 4 months or 4 weeks?
It's going to be close to 4 weeks by the time I get back in it. Then we're on vacation. Then I come back and I go deer hunt for a week.
Nope.
It's terrible. I had one workout.
That would not be okay.
It's not okay. It's terrible. It becomes such a part of who you are and what you do. That's terrible. But I'm trying to look at it from the positive. At my age, it is also good to have some recovery time. So just
Active recovery.
well, I'm not totally, well, I've been a little inactive here because I've been sick, but we'll be walking a bunch.
But that whole deload thing is so much better than just taking a week off.
Oh, for sure. Welcome back, 725 here at the iHeartMedia Empire. Remember, if you're looking for a great Christmas gift with a wheel and a deal happening right now, go to RelentlessKnivesUSA.com, the world's first self-sharpening knife, perpetual edge technology, game-changing stuff. If you got somebody on your Christmas list that likes to fillet fish, is any good at it, they will absolutely love these new Relentless knives. They are game changers. Again, go to RelentlessKnivesUSA.com and check them out today. Let's go to the phones as promised. Check in with our friend, our resident legend, Captain Scott Moore. Scotty, how are you, bud?
Good morning. Wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
Thanks, pal.
Thanks, chilly morning, huh?
A little bit.
A little chilly.
I was picking on your son this week. I was talking to one of his buddies in the gym, and he was showing me this spread. Justin had clients out there just laid out all this food and was making him a sandwich. So on the charter, I was like, hey, did your charter clients cut the crust off for you too there? That was pretty good.
Boy, when Phil was alive with Alessi Bakery, well, Philip's there. Philip fishes a lot with Justin, but man, we always had them good sandwiches and good food and stuff. Of course, a lot of them over the years, you know. Hey, we want to remind everybody, shop at that local tackle shop before Christmas. Take care of your locals, you know. Everything's been busted up. A lot of the boat ramps been closed, you know. We want to make sure these people make it through the holidays. You know,
no doubt,
and they remember you too. Like you go to the big tackle shop, they don't remember you. You're just a number there. If you go into the local shop, and, hey, I'm shopping for Christmas, supporting local business, they remember that.
Yeah, that's true. And you know, and they've taken care of us over the years. You know, you think of all the organizations we've had, 6a-8a and places that people have really come through on that. So you want to definitely take care of them. Hey, Mike, you know, a lot of flounder have showed up, which is a good sign.
We're hearing that from a lot of people.
We've caught quite a few. We've caught quite a few.
Artificial.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've caught quite
even
a few.
live bait fishing.
Yep.
And fishing's been great. Our trout fishing's been phenomenal, but they have been not in traditional areas. So
I agree.
we had that little bit of bad water.
Yep.
So you got to pay attention. And also, you were seeing water temperature yesterday was 66 degrees. But last week it was 64. So you want to pay attention to that if you really want to catch some fish, you know, in the bays. Definitely. The Gulf's not fluctuating that much, but the bays are. And if you pay attention, the fishing has been really phenomenal. It's very good.
I agree. It's been a fantastic fall, and I'm excited because we're getting some cold weather. I think that's going to turn things over as we come into the spring. So I'm excited. I think things are going really, really well. We've seen a really good bite here. Lots of those small redfish still. The sheephead bite fired off. There's plenty of big trout around. I mean, snapper, grouper. It's been really good. Snook numbers have been decent. I mean, it's been a really, really good couple of weeks.
Yeah, to make a point on the snook travel, of course, they'll move up the rivers, they'll move into the creeks, you know, the colder, and some do stay out in some areas close. People don't understand, and all fish do this, but snook particular will store a body fat, and in the winter when that body fat goes, they'll push out early. If it warms up,
sure.
A lot of those fish will come back out. You'll see that. I get a lot of comment from people. They'll say, I thought all the snook were in the river. I said, no, not all of them. There's a lot of them will come out. And if there's availability on bait.
Sure.
We're still seeing quite a few in the pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Gulf temperature, Dylan, the Gulf temperature will stay a little bit. It won't fluctuate as much. and they don't like that fluctuation.
Yeah.
They really don't.
Well, the passes give them someplace safe to hide, too. Scott, we wish you and your family a very, very Merry Christmas. We appreciate all your input throughout the year. We look forward to getting your calls going into 2025, my friend. And you guys have had a tough time down there at Anna Maria, but we're all wishing you guys a happy and safe holiday season for sure.
Thank you, Mike. We're getting it back together, and Anna Maria's slowly coming back. That beautiful little island it's taken some time, but it'll be back going. The piers are torn up. That's a bad thing for the young kids and stuff. Send them over the Green Bridge and some of the places.
Amen.
Okay, good fishing, everybody.
Have a good holiday,
buddy.
my brother. Talk soon. There he is, Captain Scott Moore. We're hopefully taking your call on the other side here, 1-800-969-9352. We'll be back.
From the local Lexus dealers, WFLA News Desk.
All right, you want me to try this one?
Oh, sure. Ask JB if he's ready.
Hey, Jason, I'm going to try to cut one if you have a second.
He's gonna say, I want to go pee. So I'm
No
not
problem.
laughing
Just let me
at
know
you.
when you're ready.
I don't want to laugh at you like you didn't need a dick.
All right, do I have to turn my mic on? Innovative Pools and Spa brings you over 35 years of experience building pools in the Tampa Bay area, and they are continuing the legacy of their father's company, which was recognized as a top pool builder in the Tampa Bay area for 35 years. Plus, they are continuing to raise the bar in pool construction, design, and features. They have an unparalleled passion for the industry. Call them today at 727-788-1650 or visit them online at innovativepoolsandspa.net for an estimate. See why Innovative Pools and Spa is the top choice for families in our community. Nice. Thanks, man. Just let me know if it sounds good. One and done, baby. We can make fun of Mike when he gets back. Morning, Gary. Hey, JB, that one goes to Jeff Liss, and it's for Saturday morning, not Sunday. Yes, sir, that is correct. Thank you. I told him that one was for Saturday.
You want to do the AC and cooling one?
Sure.
I mean, because I think if you look at it, Chrome Marine, Titan Plumbing, Hubbard's, or me. So it might be good to have two of them with you in there.
Okay.
So it's up to you.
Yeah, we can do that at the next one.
Yeah. We're going to do one more at the next break, an AC heating and cooling one. Dylan's going to read it. We'll send that one to Jeff Liss for Saturday as well. Making you work right before the holidays, son. I hear you.
Nick Dodge said one and done, nailed it.
Stud. Stud.
Mike's too busy yawning to do a commercial, Angel said.
Damn. Don't hard on me. I'm not a morning person. Hate mornings. Always have, ever since I was a little kid. Hate mornings. I never did hear from them people again. Got that phone call?
Oh, really?
The guy said he, said something like, there's some conversation in the building I got to get back to. Okay. You reached out to me, dude. I reached out to you.
Well, you never heard from him because he got shot down. I reached out to my camera guy. I was like, hey, you know who this guy is? Like, what's he planning? Just to get some info?
Yeah.
My camera guy was with Hoffman, the news manager who's in charge of the whole news at the station. And he laughed. He was like, oh, that's a new sales guy. He's probably trying to set the world on fire. We'll set him straight. So.
Well, I was confused because I'm like, you don't need me. You got me.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he was probably trying to sell some big brought to you by kind of fishing spot. And they were like, yeah, because apparently they hire these salespeople and they go out there and try to set the world on fire and try to sell everything.
Yeah.
And they do the same thing as the radio station.
Sure.
Like to have your webcam, they hit me up because they wanted to put a webcam on top of the parking garage next to our webcam. So I was like, all right, cool, that'll be fun. I figured it would be like John's Pass webcam. And I was like, yeah, so, and they started hitting me up. The salespeople started calling me once I gave them permission. And the sales guy was like, yeah, it'd be like $7,500 a month. I was like, so I'm giving you a space to put it. I'm paying for the internet and you want $7,500? I was like, forget it. And then I just stopped answering the phone about it. It's ridiculous. $7,500 a month.
Yeah. Well, that's part of their problem. They just can't get out of their own way. They think their stuff is worth way more than it's worth.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. But whatever.
They sell it. They must sell it.
Oh,
someone buys it.
There's a sucker.
Yeah.
But if you notice, it moves.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you know it's not a good deal.
Yeah.
Because it keeps moving. If it was a good deal, somebody'd have it and they'd never let it go.
Yeah.
But they're not interested in a good deal. They're interested in making a shitload of money and getting their bonus that year. They know they're going to get fired within 2 or 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll be working somewhere else anyway. So they just make as much money as they can, screw shit all up, and then leave. It's a mess. It's a horrible system they got going. I'd love to meet the college professor that taught that plan to one of these idiots, because it's a horrible fucking plan. Some lifelong student who's never had a job that taught the business course.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Putting a shout out again to our good friends at Ace Heating and Cooling. You know, if you're in Hillsborough County, you need air conditioning, or this time of year, maybe some heating work done. Nobody does it better than our good friend Chris Myers and his guys. They service all brands, do residential and commercial repairs, maintenance, and full replacements. They send out only technicians, no sales guys coming out trying to sell you stuff you don't need. We absolutely love Chris, what they stand for. He's a great family man. 813-657-8818 is the number. You can look him up online at brandonac.net. Find out for yourself why Ace Heating and Cooling is the easy choice for the Real Animals fishing team. Phone lines are open here, 1-800-969-9352. Let's slide into beautiful St. Petersburg. Check in with Alan. Alan, you're on the Bartow Ford Real Animals radio show. How are you this morning? What's going on? Uh-oh. Nice. Were you fishing or were you catching? Nice. I don't like fishing. Fishing's overrated. Catching is very cool.
Way better.
Super low, yeah.
Nice.
Alan, is this a good time to remind you that it is Christmas and I haven't got my gift from you yet, so a little pin with that spot would be kind of nice.
There are a lot of buoys that tell you not to have a boat there.
You need a badge to get in there? Is that what you're saying?
No, you just gotta. There's a thing called there's a spirit of the law and there's a letter of the law. I'm a big proponent of the spirit of the law, and the spirit of the law is that they don't want you to boat there because people normally would be swimming there, but the park has been destroyed by the hurricanes. It is now open, therefore there was no one there. So I took it upon myself to go ahead and fish that little bridge.
You've been listening to Mike Mahoney entirely too much. You're shading the law, my friend.
Spirit of the law.
Spirit of the
I'm going to
law.
use that. Well, officer, I was listening to the
I may never be
spirit.
able to fish that little bridge again, but it paid off. And let me tell you, I've never seen so many mullet and big mullet. They were in pods of hundreds.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
we're definitely going to need that pen.
Got into a little confrontation with the mullet man who decided he was just going to go in there and get them, regardless of what I was doing. So we had a little bit of a conversation, and we came to an understanding. And he said he'd come back in an hour. So
nice.
Yeah, it worked out well.
Nice.
But
Talking
he was
sense.
just going to come right in on top of me and throw his net, and I'm like, that's not going to go. That's not going to end well.
Yeah, this doesn't end well for you. I love that.
That doesn't end well for you.
I love
And he had got an argument about who had it right. He goes, you're messing with my livelihood and blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, neither one of us are supposed to be here. So what do you want to do?
It's hard to have this job as a livelihood if next week you have a handicap of some kind because you screwed up and threw that net. Yeah, you threw that net where you shouldn't have thrown it. You're going to have a tough time making a livelihood. How about that?
I've evolved past the point where I'm going to shoot somebody, but I did have a plan to put 150 yards of braid into your freaking motor.
I like it. See, there's always
He's
a way.
evolved past shooting somebody.
Yeah, you don't want.
We're just going to go after your lower unit SEALs.
If you shoot them, that draws attention. You don't want that. We're going quiet. We're going quiet.
The reasoning that neither one of us had a right to be there, he kind of resonated with him. He's like, you got a point. I'll come back in an hour.
That's great.
Talking sense into a commercial fisherman. Beautiful.
Got plenty of redfish. Got a couple sheep's head, and then stopped at our little snapper hole on the way home and took a couple home for dinner and made tacos. So It was a good day.
That sounds like it. That is a call that just resonates the spirit of the holidays right there.
The spirit of the law. I'm taking that one with me.
Right.
The spirit of the law.
I love it.
I live by that.
Good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Well, I'm glad you had a good day on the water. That's a good report. That's good stuff. That's what we like to hear.
Well, I just want to wish you guys a very Merry Christmas, man. You guys make a big difference in everyone's lives, and you make everything around here a little better. So we appreciate you, and we want to make sure you have a very happy Christmas.
We appreciate that very much, my friend. It's always good to hear your voice. You be safe. You and your family have a blessed holiday season. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. We'll do.
All right, partner. Good stuff. Great call right there. Love Alan.
The spirit of the law.
Well, and he's got to be right there.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those guys that needs to kind of be in the not gray area.
Uh-huh.
So,
yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Spirit of the law, not the letter of the law.
Well, he has to live by the letter of the law.
Mm-hmm.
So, way more than the rest of us do. So,
yeah, when you got the badge.
Spirit, and when you're carrying the badge, that's important.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good. That's very good.
But fishing is hot.
It is. It's good. It's really good.
Offshore, it doesn't matter.
It's crazy, but I truly believe that it has a lot to do with the amount of pressure that got taken off because of the storms.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not that we don't normally catch fish this time of year, because we do, but it's been really good. Really good.
Yeah.
Better than
everything.
Better we've seen the last couple of years.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I guess you're seeing the same thing offshore.
Yeah,
right.
We are.
So, I mean, it's just there's a difference there, and it's one of my, irritants with when we do a lot of talking, because you do such a great job with the scientific side of our fishing, but it's always been one of my issues is, that I don't know that always makes it into our science the way it needs to. There's so much pressure on the fishery here.
Yeah, I mean, recreational effort in general is very, very difficult to ascertain, and that's something that we struggle with in fisheries data, is getting good fishing effort numbers, number of trips, what's landed, what's released, discard effort. I mean, all of those things are still something that science grapples with.
It's a good thing fishing is so niche. I think. I'm pretty happy that
number one bay boat market in the world.
In the country, for sure. Yeah. And I still want to know, somebody knows the answer. I wonder where we sit on kayaks.
Yeah.
I'll bet we're top 5 at least, maybe top 3, if we're not number 1.
I mean, there's more recreational fishermen in the Southeast than anywhere else in the country. It's amazing.
Tampa's such a big market.
And there's more commercial fishermen, too.
So much fishing opportunity here. You know, the west coast of Florida just in general. I mean,
so at the recent Marine Recreational Education Program Steering Committee meeting, I was sitting there with the head of the Southeast Fishery Science Center, Clay Porch, Dr. Clay Porch, and he's in charge of the entire Southeast science, everything federal science related. And he was talking about it because he travels the country to these other meetings with other heads of science centers. And like in Alaska, for example, they kind of laugh at our numbers, right? Because like our biggest quota in the Gulf of Mexico is red snapper. It's like 16 million pounds. I think it's almost 17, like 16.9 million pounds. Well, in the Northeast, those boats would laugh at that because some of those boats make that one trip.
Right.
Like some of those big commercial processing ships, they'll come in with 2 million pounds of fish from one trip. So our quotas, their quotas are in millions of tons, not measured in millions of pounds. So in the Southeast, our quotas are really small, but there's more people involved. There's more stakeholder conflict because there's more commercial fishermen, there's more recreational fishermen, there's more people on the water. I mean, there's not very many people in the water in Alaska.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
A lot fewer. So
Detroit. Very few people.
Yeah.
On the water this time of year.
Exactly.
Unless they're walking on it.
So it's interesting how that works.
Yeah.
Across the country.
Mm-hmm.
Fisheries look different. They're managed different. And I think the Southeast needs more science because there's more stakeholder conflict with more people on the water.
I couldn't agree more. That's been one of our big shortcomings. Hopefully it seems to be getting better. And it might have something to do that I get more good quality info now that you and I have partnered up here, you know, so I get to talk to you more about it, get more information on it than I got before. So that might be part of it as well. But I'm optimistic. I try to be because you're such a light over there.
Silver lining, baby.
Yeah, I try to be positive.
Got to focus on the positivity in life.
I hear you. I'm trying.
Life's too short.
I'm trying to learn. I'm an old dog trying to learn a new trick. Be positive.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so you've got the redfish biting really well. The sheep's head are picking up.
It's
early.
really starting to pick up. And it does, for me, it's a little early. It usually late January, February, the whole month of February is usually a sheephead month, but we're seeing really good numbers of big fish already.
Yeah.
So,
and when I was talking to Justin Moore, he said he's really focused on those sheep's head, crushing them.
A lot of the guys I talk to are. A lot of the dock lines, the intercoastal's covered in them. Yeah. You know, if you have traditional spots that you normally find really good size sheephead, you need to start checking them because they're loaded early.
Yeah, big boys.
And again, it got cold early, and it's kind of stayed a little cool, which is helpful. You know, instead of being cold for a week and then 85 for 3 weeks. You know,
well, this week it's going to warm up quite a bit, but
is it?
Yeah, but it's going to get cold again, I think, over the weekend. So we'll see.
That helps.
Yeah, it'll be nice to have a little bit of a break from the cold. I enjoy that.
Not that cold, bro.
It's that cold. You're from Wisconsin, man.
I've been here a long time.
I know, but still.
When were you born?
I don't want to say.
Come on, go ahead.
91.
See? I've been here longer than you've been alive.
But it is cold, relative. I mean, tomorrow it's going to be in 30s in some of our northern counties. That's cold.
It is cold. That is cold. And again, I think, I know people get tired of me saying it, but I still think, I might have to say it all the time because so many people just, they get like you. They're like, it's so cold. I'm like, this is really good, though.
Yeah, it'll be in the upper 70s by the midweek period. So,
but that's not. It is. I think if it stays out of the 80s, and even upper 70s gets a little close. But even if it's just stay out of the 80s, we don't need a week and a half, 2 weeks of 85-degree weather where that water temp jumps back up to 72, 73 degrees. We need that. I love it too, but I want it to happen in the spring. I don't want it to happen in the middle of winter.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know, just from the fishery standpoint, I mean, obviously the weather's beautiful. Your humidity's down, all that. It's a great time of year to be in Florida. But for the fishery itself, for the spring to fire off the way we really like it to fire off, it's better if it just
You know how Floridians brag about the beautiful weather and how it's so warm here from the rest of the country is freezing? This year we've earned that right. You know, we've gone through 2 major hurricanes.
Right.
So our northern friends better be ready for some serious wintertime bragging out of us Floridians.
Yeah, we deserve a break. There's no doubt about it. We got our last break before we wrap things up here on the other side. If you want to jump in, we can take one quick. 1-800-969-9352. Again, it's the Bartow Ford Real Animal Radio Show.
For more information about contests on this station, go to WFLAnews.com.
I'm ready when you are, Jason. For over 20 years, Ace Heating and Cooling has been the name you can trust in the heating and air conditioning business in Hillsborough County. Chris Myers and his guys service all brands, and they do residential and commercial repairs, maintenance, and full replacements. They send out technicians, not salesmen, because they build that long-lasting customer relationship that will hold up over time. Call 813-657-8818 or look them up online at brandonac.net. And find out for yourself why Ace Heating and Cooling is the easy choice for the Real Animals fishing team. Thank you, sir. Yes, that's for Saturday, Jeff Liss. Thanks, man. It's 46 in Mulberry. Holy moly, that's cold.
You good?
Yeah.
One take again?
Yeah, man. Van Hubbard said, I've been guiding since 1976.
Dan Hubbard. I don't even know that.
Van Hubbard, I said.
Oh, Van Hubbard. God. Old Mother Hubbard.
Mm-hmm.
The best. 76. Shit.
The OG.
Yeah, right? It's always online.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
76.
We got one more plug for you that pulls us up here.
Captain Jerry Rathy, what's up, buddy? Tell Walt, Steve, and Butch I said hello. He's got some of our guys out there on the trip with him. Angel said, does Mike actually learn what you try to teach, Dylan?
Why did he say that?
Angel thing.
Why?
Yeah, she likes giving you a hard time.
She does like giving me a hard time. I get it.
Yeah, Steve Pappin was on the show last week, and he was saying he's not a social media guy. And after the show, he posted a reel of a wahoo being caught. It was really, really good reel. It did really well on social media, so I was giving him a hard time. I was like, all right, Mr. Not Social Media Guy, posting a crazy reel right after you said that. And then Jimmy Houston liked it. Jimmy Houston, you know who I'm talking about? From ESPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Jimmy
posted.
Houston from Jimmy Houston Outdoors?
Yeah, exactly. So he, big time fisherman, who liked his reel and started following him.
Oh, Jimmy Johnson.
Jimmy Johnson, that's what I mean.
You're
Jimmy
talking about
Johnson.
Jimmy Houston. I'm
Sorry.
like, Jimmy Houston from like the Great Bass Fisherman?
No, Jimmy
You're like
Johnson.
ESPN, Jimmy Johnson. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So he liked this reel and started following him.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Mr. Not Social Media Guy.
I got a little love on my softball tournament.
Nice.
Home round. Been a heck of a year on the softball field, bro. I won 3 rings this year.
3 rings. That's awesome, man.
Yep. 1 world and 2 states.
How do you do that? So you're on multiple teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually with all 3 different teams.
How many teams are you on?
3.
3 teams, 3
Well,
rings.
Yeah, the military worlds, we only play at the military worlds. We don't play in betweens.
Yeah.
But yeah, 3 teams, 3 rings. Over 35 years of experience building pools in the Bay Area. They are pushing forward with their father's legacy. This is a family-owned business. Again, 35 years in the Bay Area, doing it the right way. They raise the bar in pool construction, design, and features. Unparalleled passion for the industry, along with a deep-rooted commitment to the community. You can tell that in the reviews they get. People in the community just love this company. They're very, very fishy people. We love having them on board. Give them a call today. It's Innovative Pools and Spa, 727-788-1650, or visit them online at innovativepoolsandspa.net for a free estimate. See why Innovative Pools and Spa is the top choice for families in our community. Let's take a final call here, real quick one. Check in with our good friend, Captain Van Hubbard. Captain Hubbs, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing fine, a little chilly, but I'm doing fine. Just wanted to wish you guys and your families a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And
yes, sir.
Hopefully we can all get together next year.
I would enjoy that. And just for the record, from a guy who has always looked up to you and the longevity you've had in the fishing industry, my friend. Like I said, you were a guy that I looked up to when I first got in this game almost 25 years ago now. And it has been an absolute treat to have you join in the show with your input and your insight from down south. We do appreciate it more than you know, my friend.
Yes, sir.
God continue to bless all of us, brothers.
Appreciate you, kid. Have a great holiday, my man.
You also. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, buddy. Always a pleasure.
It is. But I'm telling you, that dude is a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously.
Yeah.
I've said it on the radio before. It happened to me, too, when the first time we were in studio in the old building there, and Billy and I were doing the show, and, Captain Scott Moore showed up on my call screen. I literally was panicked looking at Billy, whispering. I'm like, dude, it says Scott Moore is on the line. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we're very blessed to have the callers.
It's insane, dude. It really is. I mean, the Lisa Fitzgeralds of the world. I mean, all the blessings of the great listeners and, the support of great board guys, Derek and Jason Behringer here. I mean, seriously.
It's got a good thing going on, bud.
Yeah, man, it's been a blessed deal for sure. So, and then for some reason I added you as a partner, and now I got to take a bunch of heat all the time. But
someone's got to keep you honest.
It's all good, man. All good. Well, yeah, big shout out to Jason Behringer getting up this morning, holiday weekend and all, coming in and helping us do the show. We appreciate you, JB, as always. Does a great job for us. Everybody that's been following throughout the year on the Facebook Live feeds here at Real Animals and on the Hubbard's Marina Facebook page, we appreciate you guys more than you know. We appreciate all the callers chiming in. You make it worth it to get up every Saturday and Sunday morning, come in and do the shows. Tomorrow morning we'll be live, 95.3 WDAE and AM 620 for the TM Mahoney Company Real Animals radio show. Me and the boys will be together doing that show as well. So looking forward to checking in with everybody. And then Hubs.
Get your last minute Christmas gifts. Shop local, shop small, grab a gift certificate.
Gator Gyms is absolutely killing it. 3301 Pinellas Point Drive. If you're out today looking around, I'm telling you, stop by Gator Gyms. That place is choked. I've been doing some social media posts from there here recently. I know you might have seen a few of them. The place is choked. Jim always has product. There's a lot of new stuff in there, some new stuff that Real Animals is going to be tied to next year. And they already have it in stock over there, so it's good stuff.
Yeah.
Good
they
stuff.
are crazy tackle shop.
Yeah, nobody does it better than Jim Bickle. That's a fact for sure. And if
love
you're in
Gator
Tampa,
Gyms.
Mahoney's, stop by Mahoney's and check them out. You won't be disappointed. They've been around a long time, so good stuff.
Yeah, lots of ways to get your last-minute Christmas gifts, and have a safe and Merry Christmas. We appreciate you all being a part of our Real Animals family for sure.
Man, if you're too busy
to go fishing, you're just too darn busy.
You are just too darn busy. Tight lines, everybody. We appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. Have a safe and happy holiday season. We'll catch up with you here on the Fish. Man, we got some work done today, boy.
Yeah, did a lot. Thank you guys for being a part of it and watching on the stream and enjoying it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, 7 to 9 a.m. on 620 WDAE and right here on the Real Animals Facebook pages as well. Hopefully you guys have a great day and you stay warm out there because unlike what Mike said, it is very cold. So stay warm and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow morning and tomorrow night for the live show at 7:30 p.m. on the Hubbard's, Marina, and Real Animals Facebook pages. And get out there and enjoy this weather window. Take advantage of it. Full moon or new moon's coming up next weekend. Should be a good week. So get out there and go fishing. See y'all.